Jiren was in a very complicated situation. He was fighting against the Hakai of 10 gods of destruction at the same time. "It cannot be that a mortal is so resistant," said Vils, furious. "We must finish it as soon as possible. Put more effort," said Jerez. The gods of destruction would increase the power in the Hakai they sent, but Jiren was very tenacious to let himself be defeated. He continued to support the energy of destruction by sending more energy. In a moment, the Hakai around Jiren would disappear, as if the wind took him away. "What was that?" asked Champa. "It was me," said Vermouth as he presented himself. "What are you doing here?" asked Jerez. "What do I do here?" said furious Vermouth. "It's my universe, Patanes." "You won't be willing to face us, will you?" asked Arok. "Fighting you would be destroying the universes," said Vermouth. "Get out of here right now, or I'll tell Zeno-sama everything you're doing." "You won't do something like that, idiot," said nervous Catella. "If you bother Zeno-sama with something like this, he will make the 2 universes disappear." "Anyway, you will endanger him. You are good for nothing," said Vermouth. "Not so fast," said Jerez as he materialized an arc and an arrow with his key. "Move and I'll attack." "Jerez, you will destroy the universes 11 and 2, warned Beerus. "You wouldn't do it," smiled Vermouth. Vermouth was sure Jerez wouldn't attack him, but when he watched him prepare his arrow, he began to suspect. "You're crazy," said Vermouth, tense. Jerez would finally throw his arrow at great speed. Even so, Vermouth with great reflexes would hold it at the right time. "I can't believe you did it," said Vermouth as he squeezed his fist and split the arrow in 2. Something strange would begin to happen to Vermouth. He felt his body in a strange way. "What did you do?" Vermouth, terrified, would ask. "You'll see." Jerez smiled. Vermouth's body would begin to turn into stone little by little. "Impossible," said Vermouth before he finished turning into a statue. "Wow, that was smart," said Beerus. "It was a technique I had reserved for some of you, if you decided to attack my universe," said Jerez. "What kind of person are you? Do you have a plan to stop us?" asked Catella, terrified. "Yes, it just worked. Any complaints?" asked Jerez. "Don't forget me," said Jiren as he put himself on guard. Margarita saw everything from her binoculars. "This is not right. If you continue like this, Zeno-sama could get upset," said Margarita to Daishin-kan. "I understand. Although, on the other hand, controlling the mortals who are more powerful than their gods was something very prudent," said Daishin-kan. "At the cost of betraying another god of destruction and getting into other universes." "Okay," said Margarita. "Let's say it wasn't the smartest way, but at least it's an action," said Daishin-kan. "What will we do?" asked Margarita. "The angels have already observed too much. For now, I'll keep Zeno-sama entertained. I imagine that if they eliminate Jiren, they will calm down," said Daishin-kan. Meanwhile, the gods of destruction kept an intense battle against Jiren. Sidra had regained consciousness and would join the fight. Jiren would blow up his ki, sending hundreds of ki balls to all the gods. But Sidra would create a barrier in each of them to protect them, which gave a good result. The statue of Bermut was about to fall by the tremors, but Margarita would save him at the right time by taking him with her. Then Margarita would lightly hit Bermut's forehead with the tip of her staff. The statue would begin to tear everywhere, and Bermut would return to normal, letting a thin layer of stone fall. "What happened?" asked Bermut, amazed. "They turned you into stone, okay?" said Margarita. "And Jiren?" asked Bermut. Margarita would show the images of the fight with her staff. "I spoke to the Supreme Priest. He will entertain Zeno-sama so that he doesn't get upset. He says he wants no more noise, so he'll leave things like that, okay? You can't beat those bastards, said Bermute, furious. It doesn't matter how. Someday they will pay me. Jiren would slowly begin to wear out. 11 gods of destruction were too much for him. In a moment, Beerus would connect a strong blow to his stomach that would leave him with the low guard.
Now! Beerus would scream. The 11 gods of destruction would attack with Hakai again, as they had done before. Only now they had Sidra, and Jiren was also very exhausted. "I won't let you beat me," said Jiren. But it was getting harder and harder to resist it. Little by little, Jiren's energies would run out, and he would end up disappearing for Hakai. "Jiren!" said Bermude, furious. "Believe me, I'm really sorry, okay?" said Margarita. The gods of destruction would return each to their universes. They were calm that those who were powerful had been defeated. Since that day, every time a mortal stood out, he was eliminated instantly. 15 years had passed. Bermude had already left his position of god of destruction several years ago, giving his place to Topo. Now Topo was observed with resentment by the rest of the gods. He was feared for always being faithful to Bermude. In Universe 7, Frieza had been attacked by Beerus since the god of destruction had discovered that Frieza was secretly training and had increased his powers. After an intense fight, Frieza had managed to escape. The rest of Frieza's troops had been eliminated by Beerus. There was hardly anyone left alive. Frieza was wandering through space in a small ship. He was badly wounded. "Damn it! That filthy Beerus is going to pay!" said Frieza in pain. "Mr. Frieza," called Berry Blue, "we have found out something interesting." "I hope it's something that defeats Beerus," answered Frieza in a bad mood. "Well, that's right," said Berry Blue. "Are you serious?" asked Frieza in amazement. Berry Blue would show him on a computer the area of space where the Earth was. "There is a disturbance in space-time just where the Earth was before it was eliminated," said Berry Blue. "And what does that mean?" asked Frieza. "According to the data we collected from Earth more than 15 years ago, there was a training room where time flowed slower inside. In that place, those Saiyajin trained, since a day out was a year in," said Berry Blue. Then Berry Blue would show the images of the Earth before its destruction, and how Beerus and the other gods of destruction had finished everyone. "I do not understand." "Goku is not there," said Frieza. "They confused him with his son," said Berry Blue. "That means that Goku is still alive," said Frieza in amazement. "And inside the Room of Time. I know he is his biggest rival, but I assure you that we will have more chances of surviving with Goku on our side than with Beerus chasing us," said Berry Blue. "Frieza would fall sitting. I was exhausted by the fight. If Beerus finds me, I'll be finished," said Frieza. But he refused to save Goku. Let him stay in there. "But I love Frieza," said Berry Blue. "I said I refuse." Frieza would scream furiously. One of Frieza's soldiers would arrive upset. "I love Frieza, we are in trouble," the soldier would scream. "And now what?" Frieza would ask. "The god of destruction comes this way." "I think he found us," said the soldier. "What? It cannot be," said Frieza, terrified. "They will arrive in 2 hours at the speed in which it comes," said the soldier. "Mr. Frieza, do you really prefer to disappear before saving that Saiyan?" said Berry Blue. "Anyway, we can't do anything if we get there," said Frieza, furious. "Yes, we can," said Berry Blue. "I can open a portal to that dimension, but I need to be there." "Damn it," said Frieza, upset. "I felt a great impotency for being forced to save Goku." "How long will it take to get there?" Frieza would ask. "Like 2 hours," said the soldier. "That's the time it will take Beerus to get there," said Frieza. Berry Blue would show him a map of space. "I would draw the routes of the tour I had to do to Earth, and the tour I was doing, Frieza. If we leave now, Beerus will take longer than now or never," said Frieza. "Let's go," said Frieza finally.
Beerus and Whis were on their way to eliminate Frieza. I cannot believe he escaped in such a simple way, said Whis, disappointed by Beerus.
Shut up, said Beerus, furious. I should have eliminated him before. I did not think I would have so much power. I could not wait any longer. We are talking about a prodigy with overwhelming power without training, said Whis. Anyway, it's not that bad. Frieza does not rival me. Once it's over, I'll be able to rest in peace, said Beerus. Whis watched with his binoculars the location of Frieza. Something caught his attention. I think they know about us. They are fleeing, said Whis. Then hurry. Anyway, our speed is much higher than that of any spaceship, said Beerus. There is something strange, said Whis, suspecting about Frieza's journey. And now what? Asked Beerus. Frieza is going to where the Earth was formerly, on the Milky Way, said Whis. And what about that? Asked Beerus. Doesn't it seem suspicious to you? Asked Whis. Please, what could it be? Laughed Beerus. That's the point. Why would he go there? Said Whis seriously. 2 hours would pass. Frieza was about to reach Earth, and Beerus just about to reach it. Sir, in just 10 minutes they will locate us, said the soldier. Damn, there's no time, said Frieza, nervous. It's here, said Berry Blue. Sure? Asked Frieza. That's right, answered Berry Blue. They stopped where the Earth was. Wait, you're not serious, said Beerus. See for yourself, said Whis when showing him his binoculars. Berry Blue, do it, said Frieza. Berry Blue's eyes would shine in a strange violet hue. By stretching his hands, a portal would be created inside the ship. That seemed to create a storm inside. Whis and Beerus were about to arrive, but they would feel a colossal kick appear. It can't be true, said Beerus. It seems so, Whis smiled. From the portal, Goku would come out. Where am I? Goku would seriously ask. So it was true. You were, said Frieza, until he was interrupted by Goku's hand that would force him. What did you do? Goku would ask furiously. Frieza could not free himself. He could not speak either, as he could not breathe. Wait, young man, we just saved you, said Berry Blue. Goku would finally release Frieza, and he would notice that he was already injured. It's been a long time. I already lost count, said Goku seriously. It doesn't say anything, damn ape, said Frieza. Listen to me. Beerus, come here. Come to destroy us, said Berry Blue. What happened to the Earth? Goku would ask. It's gone. Beerus disappeared it 15 years ago, said Frieza. I already imagined it, said Goku. That's nothing. I also believed that you had disappeared, said Frieza. So listen to me what I will tell you. 15 years ago, after the Power Tournament, the gods of destruction have dedicated themselves to eliminating the mortals who become strong. Now Beerus wants to kill me because I increased my powers. So you only helped me to save your life? Said Goku, annoying. Something like that. In the same way you got me out of hell to save Universe 7, said Frieza. I understand, smiled Goku. Beerus and Whis would arrive inside Frieza's ship. Oh, what do I see? So long, Mr. Goku, said Whis. Why don't you look surprised? Beerus, annoying. Beerus, they already told me that you destroyed the Earth, said Goku, annoying. That's right, and now it's your turn, said Beerus when channeling Hakai energy in his hand and pointing with it to Goku. Beerus would not hesitate for a second to disappear Goku and Frieza with his Hakai. What will happen now that Goku was finally released from the Room of Time? How strong will Goku have become after so many years training? And even more important, will Goku be able to return everything to normal? We will know all that in the next part of this theory. So far this video, friends. If you want to see part 4 of this theory, this video has to reach 20 likes and many comments. Leave your like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That will motivate me to continue uploading videos and theories for you.
See you in the next video. See you in the next video.